Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing this lovely, lovely day? Welcome to Football Science FC. Wagwan, let's go. So today we'll be talking about the transfer window, specifically about Chelsea's lack of transfer activity. First of all, the Delap signing. That was good. That was okay. At least we got a striker in, but that was not enough. I believe it's a good signing, but just not enough for what we need. And something I wanted to just point out is that it is a good signing because of the fact that if we started another season with Jackson as the undisputed number nine, I would have shot myself. I would have shot my guts out because that would have been just a diabolical scenario to start a new season with Jackson as our only recognizable number nine. That would have just been awful. But frig, how have we not signed another attacker, another winger, another creator, another goal scorer to boost our attacking output? It just doesn't make any sense. We are in the Club World Cup this season, this particular summer, in the CWC, as I call it, and we have not done any business. If you look at Man City, they've done a ton of business. They've done a lot of signings. Ryan Cherky, Reinders, just big names coming through the door. But us, only the lab. Good signing, but just not enough for a team, for a club that wants to do more. And so, and we haven't seen anything yet. I'm getting worried. I'm really, really getting worried about this because of the fact that some of the late signings that we had last season just were bums. They turned out to be absolute hobos on the pitch, asking for chances, asking for a lot of chances, but never taking any. Never taking any at all. In this particular upcoming season, are we basically placing our bets? Is our season hinging on the incoming player, Esteval, a 17-year-old Brazilian? Is that what we're betting all our odds on? Because it doesn't make any sense. And so please, 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 Chelsea Football Club, we are in the Champions League. We are in the big leagues. We have to act like big players. So please, 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 we are no longer in the conference league. We can't be acting like little kids anymore. We have to step up to the big boy plates and perform at that particular level. And so back to the CWC. Yeah, I see you. Do we want to fail? Is that what we're preparing for? Or because lack of preparation is preparing to fail in this particular instance? Do we want to get knocked out in the group stages? Do we want to embarrass ourselves? Do we want to have an embarrassing preseason like we had prior to the beginning of the league last season? Just diabolical planning. Last preseason, we barely won a game, and now this is feeling like deja vu. We went for Giddens, the kitten, and absolutely wet ourselves. We pretended to go for Magnon, like when you're in a relationship with a girl, yeah, and then another girl comes to talk to you, and you pretend you be down for whatever. But when the action comes your way, you start running. You take off and start running, and you're like, "Hey, I have a girl. I have a girl." That's exactly what we flipping did. When Milana Magnon wanted to steal the deal, we say, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I got a girl, and her names are Sanchez, Jorgensen, and Penders." What is this? This is not how a serious club moves. Not how a serious club moves. Now I was thinking maybe we get to see Kendry Paez. Maybe we get to see him, but nah, we don't even get that. Not even the little icing that we thought, okay, maybe we see this South American kid come in and perform, but nothing. He's going to Strasbourg. He's angry. He's not excited by that particular move. That's not what we promised him. Instead, we've got Madu No Show and Pedro Never Shown as our wingers. Just look at those. Just look at just Madu No Show and Pedro Never Shown as our current winger options. And I'm not going to judge George because he's still at Tyreek's level from Love Island. He's just at that level of player who, well, maybe I should just sit out this season and go to Love Island, make some extra money, get some publicity before I come back to my soccer team. That's hashtag United level. That's just what it is. If this club are sticking to the young and exciting players model, why haven't we gone for players like Duranville from Dortmund, Talbi at Bruges, Diao at Como, Moro from Spain, or even Adingra from our sister club Brighton? Just one of these young left wing players that have a right foot, that are right footed. because we have lost Sancho. Modric is basically hovering in the sky. We have no idea where he is. Probably might get a ban. I would love for him not to, but that's probably what's gonna happen. Make it make sense. Make it make just a tiny bit of sense, please. Instead, here we are, dilly dallying while a certain title holder, I'm not going to mention their name, are slashing the cash, bringing in players, bringing in the likes of worrisome words to come into the league and just destroy, just decapitate their opponents. This club is taking 2 steps forward and then a massive jump backwards every season. 2 step forwards, massive jump backwards. We should have done better in this little transfer window that happened before the Club World Cup began. And if we think after the Club World Cup, when the new transfer window starts in a couple of days from now, that we are going to be performing in that particular window, I honestly doubt that. From the way we have shown how we moved earlier on, I am very, very worried. Rant over, like and subscribe, and enjoy. And I hope you enjoy this wonderful mini video that I just made for you. Peace. Thank you.